Okay, guys, so we haven't filled in the blanks on our vocab sheet recently. This is this sheet. If you don't have it out, go ahead and pause the video and pull it out, but you should have it out by now. So we're going to start with average speed. And average speed means the number of miles per hour average over an entire trip. Okay, so like the distance traveled over a given time. Okay. So that would be like miles per hour. Okay. That's an H. Hours. Okay. So, and then we're going to go down to the equation part. Okay. Remember, an equation would be something like y equals 6x. Okay. And that is something that you can decide really what you want to put in the blank for the advantages and the disadvantages. But one advantage I would say is you always know what is coming. If you have one variable, you can figure out everything else. Oops. Okay. A disadvantage, again, it's not visual. Need to create the visual. And the table. Okay. All right, and then we're going to move on to the back, which we already have two of our definitions here. I went ahead and added a little bit to these definitions. I added the word horizontal for independent and vertical for dependent, just because I feel like we forget that. So we've talked about this in class, but we didn't write it down. An expression is a math sentence without an equal sign, okay? So again, an expression is a math sentence without an equal sign. Okay? For example, five plus x or 7y. Okay, there are many examples. I could sit here for hours and do this, but I think that's good. An equation's a little different. An equation is a math sentence with an equal sign. Okay, so if I was going to give you the same examples, 5 plus x equals y, okay? Or 7y equals 14, okay? That would be an example of an equation because it has that equal sign. Okay. And we're going to move it down so we can look at these other words. okay? This one right here, this should be pretty obvious to you guys. That's order of operations. Remember, that's PEMDAS. Okay. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, slash division, addition, slash subtraction. And I would even, if you're writing all of this down, which you should be, hint, hint, I would even put like an arrow with it that says left to right, left to right, okay? Okay, I'm gonna give you a second to fill in the blanks. I'll zoom out in case you missed stuff. And then we're gonna go to term. Okay, so the book has a definition that I'm not exactly a fan of. It says a number, a variable, or the product of a number and a variable. I would prefer to tell you that it's a number, with a variable, or a number, whoops, being divided by a variable with, and this is like the big important part, so I'm going to change the color for this, with addition or subtraction in between. Okay, that's very important. Equivalent expressions. Let's see. Let's go with a different color because I just like color, as you guys know. Equivalent expression is, or equivalent expressions are two expressions that have the same value. For example, 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Or 7 times 3 is equal to 14 plus 7. Okay. Coefficient. Coefficient is the number being multiplied or divided, by a variable. Okay. Okay, that was a lot. I'll give you a second. I'm going to zoom out. And the last one is solving the equation. And to solve an equation, whoops. Hang on, sorry. Solving an equation would be finding, whoops. Why is that so thick? That was weird. Finding the value of the variable. All right, and that's it. I hope that is helpful. As you go into today's lesson, make sure that you have all of these down. If you have to go back, you can. I'll zoom out so you have everything, and you can pause the video so that you can copy down what you're missing. But that is everything.